This is not putting it together. Oh, where's my 1-inch tape? Oh, duh. I can pick it up, I promise. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Sunday's always bittersweet for me. Like, I always love it because the principle of it's the last day of the week. Everybody seems to has a tendency of slowing down. I don't know. I always liked it because of that. I always like Sunday because of that. Good morning. But then it's also sad because, you know, it's the start of the work week. Sorry, I'm lotioning my hands. I have this allergy season. I feel like it's going to be brutal on my little immune system. I have chicken skin, and if you're not familiar with that is, it's like a texture thing where your skin has like little bumps all over it. It's sometimes commonly confused with eczema, except it's very similar to eczema, except it comes on during certain times of the year. And mine's is spring. Spring. I love the way spring looks. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. But my face doesn't like it. Spring. My body does not like spring. So on and so forth. So, but I feel a little better. The rest is still there, but kind of away. I was able to get a couple things sewn up yesterday. I have more to do this morning. Once I get off this live, I'm going to, I need to skive this next pattern. And I just got to tell you guys, these designers are coming out with some phenomenal patterns. Like, I don't know how their brain just works like that. I was doing, if you're in a Erica's group, at Lavender and Twine show off group, she told you that she gave her pattern testing team the design. She did, but she's not telling you that again. She comes up with the most unique pattern pieces. So if you're familiar with the Harith has like a pattern piece that looks like a t-shirt. That's the best way to describe it. She does it again. I don't know why I'm surprised every time I do one of her patterns that there's a unique piece, because that is like her signature as a designer, to throw you off and to get a unique piece to you. So that's what she did. I finished her bag yesterday, and I'm going to keep this bag for my own personal bag. I am in love with it. I think it's a fun pattern. It, again, she sews on a domestic machine for those who sew only on a domestic machine. And Erica sells her bags when she sells them for like hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. And she does domestic. She's a beast. She knows how to utilize all her tools, and she takes her time, and she gets it right every single time. So that was one bag I'm testing. I'm testing another bag that is this really cute bum bag. I'm actually making it out of leather. I don't know if you noticed that there's only a handful of bags when I test that I make out of leather. Because leather and cork have like this big thing to me, and I'm always afraid of messing up something that's worth so much on its own without being constructed into a bag. So I'm doing leather. So I'm gonna skive when I get off the phone when I get off this messaging with you. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up my area because I know I'm gonna immediately jump in. So today is a big day. Today, the Minikins season 4 is available. If you're not familiar with the Minikins seasons, yes, they're great. So they're from Sarah Lawson, and what she does usually once a year, or there was a year that she didn't do, and it was during COVID, so that year doesn't count. She comes up with 12 patterns, and you get them for a price of $80. And I know $80 sounds steep, but let me explain something to you. Let me explain. Okay. One, you're getting 12 patterns. Patterns alone cost 10, some 13, $15. So if you're getting 12 patterns by itself, that's $120 value. On it, you get SVGs and AO files. And then on top of it, you get videos. And I don't think people understand how much Sarah goes into her videos. She timestamps every single one of the videos. They have different camera angles and views. It takes her anywhere from 12 to 22 hours of work time to make one video. So you're getting videos that you can download. Let's say if let's say you know a storm's coming. That's be real, because hurricane season is going to come up in June for us. We have hurricane season from June through November. I like to download certain videos that I know I can get on YouTube, but if you download it, you can watch it without the internet. You can download her patterns. And I know you're like, Shano, that's a morbid twist to it, but let's be realistic. As we get into the summer months, we know the weather acts crazy. So if we all have been out where we're in a rolling blackout or whatever, and you still want to continue to watch, or you want to watch something to get your mind off, you could download her videos. So for me, that's a big thing. If you live anywhere on the East Coast, then you understand. If you live in the West Coast and you understand the Santa Ana winds and stuff like that, then you get it. Like, we have these things where, or you live in the Panhandle states with tornadoes. Sometimes you're in your basement for a minute, and I know you're like, Shano, you're going south, but I'm being realistic. So, well, the first one of the, I didn't bring all my Minikins that I made, but I brought a few that I seen on hand. This is the book holder. Oh my, okay. I used some Rashida Jones, and you can put your little pins. Yeah, I think I'll double check that, but I think I've downloaded her patterns, but I can be mistaken. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. Let me see. I was going to need to put the link for it anyways in here. I'm going to get the link to put it in the chat. Oh, you're right. Videos cannot be downloaded. You're absolutely 100% right. I was wrong, but you have SVG files and patterns you can read. I can't not find our video. I'm sorry, my mouth. I have like cotton mouth really bad from all the medicine. All right, so this is the bookcase. I know it's squished a lot, but it's with the Rashida Coleman stuff, and you can put your book slides in here. You can even modify it if you want to put like a mesh pocket over here that can hold additional pencils, like a zipper pocket. That would be really cute. Or like a hidden money pocket. Or candy. You know how I feel about candy. I did like I took this is made from a jelly roll. I wanted to try making it. I keep seeing people make bags from jelly rolls, and I was like, how do you do this witchcraft? And this was my first attempt. It's not the best, but it's mine, so I don't really care. And I like this is one of my favorite prints from Rashida Cole. So you have a really nice pocket in the front. And it's soft. It will protect it. I also think this will be a really cute switch case. How I would modify this, I would put a mesh pocket on one side. On this side, I would put like the elastic and measure the switch case's cartilage and make it a little tad bit smaller. And you can put the switch case in there, and then maybe make this a zipper pocket or something, and then have my switch go in this side. Some thoughts. I always look for switch cases because everyone has one. And then this is I made 4 or 5 Minikins, but this is by far my favorite. The sprinkle. Oh my god. This is the cutest casserole dish I've ever seen. Um, when she came up with this, I was like, this is amazing. And then the inside, I have little maps. And it's binding. I know, I never seen it too, Barb. I seen everyone keeps making these really cute bags out of jelly rolls, and I'm just like, wait, we can do that? Like, so I did it, and now I'm like ordering, whenever I order fabric lines, I order the jelly roll line. Good morning. So yeah, this is really cute and it's sturdy. You can okay, so with this one, you use foam, but no, I used as you can hear, I used the foam that has the insulation, so you can hear it. So I did that all the way through inside too. That's why you hear that crackling. Because I thought if I'm going to take this, like if we're going to make a casserole or a pie or something, and yes, this can fit a pie. I just want you to know. You could put it inside here, and the heat will retain, or the cool will retain. I put that. If you can't find the insulated foam, I usually get them at Joann's. You can do, there's insulated fleece, but yes, this is my favorite one. I wanted to make the square one, but I did not have time. But come on, think about it. Like, let's say you're going to someone's house, they're sick, and you make them a casserole or a pie or some kind of dish, and you put it in this, and maybe it's a gift too. Like, I don't know, if you gave me a Tim Holtz pie holder or like cupcakes, I think I would love you forever. I'm not gonna lie to you, because we get to bring really cool fabrics into now the cooking world, and that always intrigues me. So yeah, I use zippers from, I believe this is the one in Canada, Zipper Valley, and then I use Tim Holtz line, and it's like a whole bunch of rulers. I even would one up this. I didn't think about this before. I would use the insulating foam, but use water resistant canvas. Hear me out. Water resistant canvas on the right side is very like it won't mold, like it doesn't melt as fast. And if you use counteract it with the foam, I would just do a heat test, like I put a pot on it to see what it does. But if you're able to use like a water resistant canvas or a snacking one, then you could it'll be easier to wipe. My only issue is this is I can hand wash this and like hang it out to dry, and trust me, I hand wash a lot of stuff, so it's not that big of a deal. But I thought it would be even cooler if it had water resistant canvas, or the what is that plastic stuff that you put inside bags and you can eat? I know I've talked about it before, and it's like food safe, FDC, all the things safe, something like along those lines too. So I don't have the other Minikins, but I just put the link in the chat, and I'm not gonna lie, there's not one that I don't want to make. I made the pouch. Oh, I made the I can't talk. The little cubby, and I have the frames to make the other two cubbies. So there's one that's rectangle and there's one that's square. I'm making this one. I'm making two trash cans for my room with some really cool fabric. And then on the bottom, I'm going to use like vinyl or waterproof canvas or a cork. So that way, if something spills, the trash can doesn't get wet. Yes, PUL. Yeah, I would use that in there, because you're using you're using the foam heat thing, it's very, very stiff. So you can use something a little bit lighter weight like that and just wipe it. Just wipe it, you'll be fine. But I don't, with this one, you could just hand wash it, which I did do because I spilled something immediately when I was trying to take pictures. I hand washed it and I just hanged it out to dry, and it was fine, and it looks good. That's mine. I'm not selling that one because it's super cute. But yes, so I'm giving you an idea for the people that got it. Okay, so I did make a cubby, and if you go on to, I've been promoting my cubby in a couple different places. Let's see. It's being used. That's why I didn't do it. It's being used right now in in real life, my kids have their books and stuff in it that they're used when they read downstairs. So I did. I made this cubby. Oh my god. This little sucker comes together fast. The only thing I modified is I had extra leather like straps that were really small scraps, and I made handles. And then I'm going to do one basket Tula Pink with a cork bottom with waterproof canvas, not resistant. I want the structure of it staying on its own. And then the other one, I wanted to use either cork or faux leather for the whole entire basket. And one basket is going to be underneath my sewing station, and the other one's going to be over by I have about waste baskets in here, but how cute is it to have like waste baskets that you made? Like I'm super excited. I'm hoping I can do that next weekend, or probably, and to be honest with you, probably going to be in May. We have a lot of work getting the house towards the end of the month. So yeah, those are that, and I'm really excited. I think she knocked it out of the park. I have like a super crush on all designers because I don't know how they do it. If you're a designer in here, I don't know how you do this. How do you see something and then you start building? And I know some people are like, oh, it's similar to modification. The reason why I say it isn't is I got the blueprints in front of me and I'm just starting to move around the pieces that someone created the blueprints with. So I find it's a whole different thing. And I think it's amazing that they're able to think of things like this and get it. And I see them. They try so hard. Like they make like, I think, who was it? Shannon, when she was on here, we were talking about the Aries. She said she made 12 of them before she gave them to her testers. 12. So they really do put themselves out there, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I told you yesterday, I didn't have in front of me, that I got the Jane wallet set. And look at this. This cork is super pretty. I'm hoping to make this week or by the latest next week. And with that, I went and bought two other things. I like templates when it comes down to credit card slots. So she has a Jane one that has templates for the credit card slots on it. And one that has the cutout for the ID window. So I bought those. And I got one other thing that wasn't on my list to buy, but I thought it was like too cute not to buy. This is called the Diva screwdriver. It's for those turn locks or twist locks that we have, or when we're installing bag ends. This sounds like Hobbit bag ends. Good morning, and it's that. And I thought this was the cutest little one because the ones I normally get are like this, and I lose them. I buy 100 of these, and I can find 4. So I thought this was really cool, nice, cute, and it has a nice grip, and it like kind of sits in your hand really nicely. So I was kind of excited about that. I like tools. It's called the Diva screwdriver. So that is it from like the share. I got my stuff from Wonderground, and I gotta say I like the nylon. I got the nylon, and it's heavier than the other weights. Like Cindy advised in one of the itch hats, and I like the nylon. It doesn't fray. I see my biggest problem with water resistant canvas is that sometimes it frays, and like you have like little hairs or something. So I feel like it's not really a raw edge substance. You can singe singe it, but I don't feel like it's a raw end substance like cork or whatever. So I wanted to see what it was like. And so far I'm liking it. I got the colors. I'm going to probably be making a bag with one of them today for the inside. So I'll give you what I feel like about it. I did get the fabric really fast. It was packed neatly. It didn't have any plastic bags to protect it, but I thought that's just because it's water resistant canvas. Just like Sew Creations, her stuff was packed so tight and so secure. I don't know who packs it, if it's her or her husband or both at the same time. There was one that I was like, I'm not going to be able to open this. Like, it was, she packs pretty good. She packs really well. And I know That's something to think of, especially if you're like living in Hawaii or Puerto Rico. You want to make sure that your stuff is packed and secure because it's about to go on a trip. Even if you live across the street from the person, you want to make sure that it's packed well. You don't want to have it like the Amazon box that you buy a 1 inch ruler and then you get a box that is 36 inches by 6 inches wide with one balloon in there, and you're like, okay. um, so that's pretty much all I have planned today. Making a fanny pack that it should be coming out next week. I'm doing it in leather, so wish me luck. The inside is going to be Lords of the Rings, so it's going to be like sophisticated and sleek on the outside and nerdy on the inside. Um, I think that's it. And I'm going to rest more today because my voice sounded better this morning, but when it starts to get froggy, that's when my voice is going to go in and out. I have to generally just shut up for a little while so I can heal. That's it. Yeah, let's see. PUL, yes. So I am glad that you all were able to join me. I'm sorry that the live isn't longer, but my voice is starting to get all jazz singer. That's jazz singer. But I got color back in my skin, so small favors. Um, that's it. I hope everyone has a really good day. You're able to sew and enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Bye.